The purpose of this video is going to be to review with you how you can set up the manufacturing workflow for your products that you make to order. So first thing you're going to want to do is go into your sales app, products, and take a look at the products that you have. And we see we have a t-shirt here. This t-shirt sale price and all the cost price will be configured on the variant level. If you go into your product variants, you'll see I have a bunch of different variants created. And the way you create those is by in the product, you can go to variant and you define your size, define your color, and once you click save, it's going to build out the matrix. So I can see here on my variants. And if I don't like any of these variants or I don't sell them, then you can quickly go to action and archive them and hide them. But let's just say that you do sell them all, and we will see, go to look at, a attribute value of blue, and we have a small blue t-shirt. And here we can find the properties. So you can see in inventory, we want to manufacture and make to order. What does that mean? It means that every time we sell this product, we make it to order. And to make it to order, you can either manufacture or buy. So in this instance, every time it's sold, it will manufacture. And if I had someone registered, if I bought this product and it had it marked as buy, every time I sold it, it would create a purchase order from the vendor. So to make this work, you want to do manufacture, make to order, and you also want to have a bill of materials set for this particular product. In this instance, I have a t-shirt, blue small. And I can go to my BOM and see here for the blue small t-shirt, here are the raw materials required to produce it. Now, what we can also do is define at the sales level, when do we invoice for this product based on ordered or delivered quantities? I'm going to do a scenario of each. So for ordered quantities, it will invoice the customer and you can charge the customer right when they place the order. So let's go through this flow. I have someone named John Doe as a client that I'm going to be working off here. And John Doe, you'll also see, and I'll chat about that later, but John Doe, you'll be able to define for John Doe a commission rate right there, and we can then add our product. There's two ways. You can do it through a list view like this, select all your products, or you can have a nicer view called the configurator, which allows you to say, I want to sell this t-shirt, and I want to sell this t-shirt in small and blue, and it'll tell you the adjusted price, right? This is an absurd price, of course, it's just a demo. And I can add that blue t-shirt there, and it'll pull it. So in addition to that, you'll be able to see your margin down here, right? We can see that this t-shirt costs us $1.25. We can see we sell it for $216. So 216 minus 125 is going to equal 214.75. See that on our margin down here. You know, if I go into this t-shirt and adjust the cost price to 175 and save it, 214.25. So we can see the changes. Margin will calculate, not including taxes. So save it, and I can send this off to John Doe by email. Send by email. John Doe, sell order number 4 for $216. Open this up. There's sell order number 4 for $216, received 0 minutes ago. So I'm John Doe now. John Doe is going to go in and sign and pay online. Just like that, John Doe can sign and accept this. Again, this is, I'm processing the order before. And John Doe can go to pay. And he can submit a new credit card if he wants, or he can use an existing credit card. John Doe will use an existing credit card to register the payment. It's saved in the system. It's going to process this. Now watch what it does to the sale order in the back end. It's going to take a second to process that payment, and don't worry, it's a fake credit card. Right, John Doe will see this, right? Your order's been processed. Here's your delivery order. It's in preparation. Your invoice is here. It's marked as paid. You can download it if you want. It's invoice number 3. Or you can go back here, look at all your invoices in your portal, open it up, and actually see here invoice number 3. Now, what do you see? What does Global Sun see on their back end? They go to orders, and they see sale order number 4 is marked as fully invoiced because the payment's been generated. They'll see the invoice created up here. They'll see that it's currently paid, see it's marked as paid, and see the actual transaction ID with authorized.net, which confirmed this payment. They'll also see a delivery has been created up here for the small t-shirt blue, and it's waiting another operation because we'll see if this is sale order number 4 is the source document. If we go look in our manufacturing orders, you'll see we have a new MO for sale order number 4, and we're currently waiting availability. We need material. That's what it's saying. If we can check availability, we don't have any of this ink in stock, so it's not going to let us produce it right away. We could still move forward with the production if we want to, but it'll drive the ink stock into negative. So what I'm going to do here is go to inventory quickly, go to my products in inventory. That's important. Pull up my ink, run a quick inventory adjustment, and update the quantity on hand. It was 10, save, validate. Once I do that, I'm going to manually run my scheduler, and you're going to see when I go back to my manufacturing orders, it's going to tell me I now have materials available. Open it up, it's no longer in need, and I can move forward with the production. Before I even do that, actually, let's look at inventory one more time. You'll see I have 1 to process and 1 waiting. Watch what happens when I finish the production of this t-shirt. Record production, mark is done, go to inventory. Now I have 2 to process. Odoo automatically tells me that order for John Doe, sale order number 4, is now ready to ship. It's done in production. Great. Open it up. I have to go through and validate the shipment, and it ships it to John Doe. John Doe will see when he looks at his sale order online that it's no longer in preparation and that the order has officially shipped. So that's how it works in a environment where you're just processing credit card payments before the production, before the shipment. To see it in another scenario, you just go into products, and you set your product to to invoice policy based on the shipping, delivered quantities. And then I can see here when I go to sales, create a quote for John Doe again, right? Maybe I want to say that I can use my product configurator, blue, add it, right? And I'm going to play with the price here. Maybe it's 150, maybe it's 12.25. I can see my margin of 10.50, right? I could have, maybe 125 units of this at 125, maybe at $4.33 a unit, and I can see my cost is 175, and I can see my margin is 927.70. Again, my commission. Once I save this, it calculates my commission for this sales rep, which is 10%, which is 92.77 of this margin. And I'll get into the reporting of that a little later, but I can then send this out to John Doe right here, just like that. John Doe doesn't even have to check his email if he doesn't want to. He will get an email and he can access this order through the email, sale order number 5 for 1,075. Right, and I can see here that's 1,075. John Doe can also just log into his portal, look at his sale orders, look at his quotations. Once he refreshes it, he'll have a new quote. Open up that quote right from the portal, and he can go ahead and move forward with it, right, like this. Sign. And once he signs, it'll say the order needs to be paid. But if you don't want to mark it as paid right away, then you can just have based on order signature. Not sure if it'll be retroactive. Yep, I'm going to do one more order just in this example because you want to make sure that that's set just to order signature. And then what it'll do is it will allow for you to confirm the order for that t-shirt, blue. I'm going to do 100 units, 21,000. It's a big margin we have there. And quotation sent. John Doe opens up his portal. Sale order number 6. Now John Doe can go in and just accept and sign this. And what it'll do is it will allow for us to proceed with the production of this order without John Doe making any payment. See, I never gave my credit card information and order is now in preparation. And if I take a look at this, you'll see there's no invoice that was created, just the delivery and of course the manufacturing order here for the 100 units. Of course, I don't have enough in stock of that raw material. So what I'll just go ahead with the production anyways and drive my inventory into negative. Mark is done. And then I can see my inventory. I can ship this now for set order number 6. But before I ship it, look in sales and invoice, orders to invoice, only set order 1. Watch what happens when I ship this order. Once I validate it and I go back to sales, your accounting team will be able to see, what do we need to invoice today? Okay, automatically they can see as inventory shipping items out, automatically they'll be able to see what they need to invoice. And they can go in, it'll be highlighted in green, meaning it's the next logical step in the workflow. Create the invoice, and just like that, they can create it. And now, once they validate it, it posts the journal entries. You can see those here. And it also, from John Doe's perspective, gives John Doe a new invoice that's waiting payment, which is this invoice for $24,840. And John Doe can right from here, click Pay Now, open this up, charge his own credit card, and just like that, the system will charge John Doe's credit card and mark that as paid. And then that invoice would then reconcile just as it did before. And I don't know if I showed you that before, but on any open invoice, you can see it's posted journal entries for that invoice and also the payment transaction up here and everything like that. Okay, so that is in a nutshell how the flow works. So if you're having issues with configuring products to automatically generate a manufacturing order and all that, then no problem. It's involved. I mean, you have to know a little bit about the system to set all that up, but that's how it's handled. The last thing is payment acquirers. That's where you set up all your account, your integration with Authorize.net or Stripe or whoever you're using to generate those credit card payments and then bring them in the system and automatically invoice and all that kind of neat stuff. So if you have any additional questions on this flow, let me know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.